Hey, what's up, everybody? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? We got a bit of a breaking story here, so I'm gonna let you guys catch up to this live real quick. I'm not gonna be on here for too long, but I just heard this bit of news here, and I was like, "There's no way I'm not gonna be talking about this." So let's give everybody a few minutes to catch up to this live. But basically, what we're hearing is that Rudy Gobert has officially been suspended by the what is it, by the Minnesota Timberwolves. And I want to talk about this because it's a pretty big one. So make sure you guys check in and let us know where you guys are coming in from. Mr. Chicago was good. Dragonfly Jones, welcome in. Let's give everybody about a minute or two to catch up to this live, and then we're going to get right into it. I won't be on here for too long, but this is of this particular news. It's pretty big, right? It's pretty big because it could definitely have a major impact on an NBA game, going into playing and really help determine what team up real quick. Let me pull up the tournament. Okay. He said Rudy is soft. Rudy Gobert was hurt anyway. Georgia, I see you. Let's give another 30 seconds, giving the Lakers a helping hand. Haha. America Sports, I see you. Okay. Linda, welcome in, Linda. How you doing? Let's give it like another 20 seconds and we'll get into it. I got a few thoughts about this that I want to touch on with you guys here because something ain't quite adding up to me. Things have to make sense. Things have to make sense. And this one right here is not really adding up to me clearly. So it's something I want to talk about. So let me just give it about 10 more seconds and we'll get into it. Okay. So let's just get into this. Let's get into this one right here. Let's get into this one right here. So as y'all know, the play-in tournament starts tomorrow. Shout out to Florida. I see the Bahamas. Welcome in. I see you guys coming in. Dominican Republic. Shout out to Dominican Republic. I see you guys here. Thank you. Welcome in. Welcome in. And we're going to be talking about the playoffs before the playoffs start. But for now, I want to focus more on the play-in. Shout out to Linden, New Jersey. Let me get into this here. Yesterday was an action-packed night in the NBA. From what I understand, almost every single team played yesterday. Shout out to San Diego. Almost every single team. In the Western Conference, the Warriors were playing, the Clippers were playing, the Lakers were playing, the New Orleans Pelicans were playing, the Minnesota Timberwolves were playing. All of these guys were playing. Appreciate that, Richard. Everyone was playing. Shout out to Detroit. As I was watching the game, I was on the edge of my seat. Shout out to Switzerland. Because I was following the Clipper game, and for a good amount of that game, the Clippers were losing. And I was trying to figure out, I even posted on the channel, I was like, but wait a minute, if the Clippers lose this game, don't they avoid the play-in? And someone had to point it out to me that no, the Clippers need to win this game because their record will be tied with New Orleans, who had the tiebreaker. So the Clippers would actually be the number 7 seed. So we're watching invested into that Clippers game. So that's the game I was watching. I probably watched maybe 2.5 minutes of the Clippers game. Shout out to Saudi. So I'm watching the game, and it's in the third quarter, and I'm just like losing it because the Clippers are losing, and the best players of the Phoenix Suns are not playing. Then they get back from a commercial break, and they show an altercation on the bench between Mason Plumlee and Bones Highland. Apparently, they were arguing over maybe a defensive assignment or maybe Plumlee not corralling a rebound or something like that. So you see Mason Plumlee, the video's up there. Y'all can go look at it. He's arguing or talking to Bones Highland. Bones Highland then gets frustrated and he goes up to Plumlee and shoves him like with some force. He shoves him like towards his chest area. And then Nicholas Batum kind of pulls him out of there and everybody sits down. Good. I'm following the Lakers game And I'm like, the Lakers are winning against Utah. Then I'm looking at the game between the Pelicans and the Minnesota Timberwolves. And they're playing in a very, very close game that had major, major implications. And it was a close game all the way to the end of the game. But ultimately, Minnesota to 108. So me as someone that didn't watch that game, about an hour or so later, I'm watching the highlights. And I see a story come up that says Rudy Gobert and what's the guy's name? Anderson, one of the players on. Let me just make sure I can get the guy's name right. Let me make sure I get his name right because it's one of his teammates. He used to be a former San Antonio Spur. His name is let me get it right here. Kyle Anderson. Kyle Anderson. They're in a huddle. They're having an altercation. All of a sudden, Rudy Gobert shoves the guy the exact same way Bones Highland did to Mason Plumlee. And everyone was talking about it today. Now, I made more of that than the one of Bones and Mason Plumlee. So we're like, okay, today we're talking about sports. I'm sitting here relaxing. I look on my phone and I get a notification from ESPN saying that the Minnesota Timberwolves just suspended Rudy Gobert. And I'm reading this from Adrian Wojnarowski's Twitter account. I'm going to post it here in the comment section so you guys can check it out after this live here. Let me post that right there. Let me pin that to the top right here. Okay, so we got it right there. So it says the Timberwolves have had to Gobert will serve a one-game suspension and is expected to return if the Wolves lose to the Lakers and play another game, play another playing game, or advance into the Western Conference, sources said. Timberwolves center Rudy Gobert isn't traveling with team to LA and won't play versus the Lakers on Tuesday in play-in tournament, sources tell ESPN. The Timberwolves had to suspend Gobert for throwing a punch, which it was not, but accepted that it was a shot to the chest with no intent to injure Kyle Anderson, and understood that Anderson called Gobert a you-know-what repeatedly on a night Gobert was playing hurt. Sources tell ESPN. So let me get this straight. And I'm not going to take much of y'all time. The Minnesota Timberwolves decided on their own that they're going to suspend Rudy Gobert for one game, right? Listen to this. A decision that would work against their own best interest. Their own best interest. And they would do that for what reason exactly? Why would you do that? Why exactly would you do that? And the next question I got to ask is, why didn't the Clippers have that same epiphany? Why aren't we hearing reports like, oh, the Clippers are going to be suspending Bones Highland for one game? Why aren't the Clippers doing that? I'm going to tell you guys what I actually think here. I'm going to tell you what I think. Here's what I think. I think that the league has something to do with this. I do. I think that this was something that was done to benefit the Lakers. This is not something I talk about because I don't like to get into all of this type of conspiracy. I don't do it because you rarely have any evidence. I was watching the Clippers game. I was receiving highlight comments. People were like, the Utah Jazz didn't shoot a single free throw in the entire first half. I was reading all of that, but I'm like, I'm not going to do a video about this because I don't have any conclusive evidence. So why would I do this? But I do believe that this move was meant to benefit the Lakers. I do. I would say it if LeBron was on there. I would say it if Kobe Bryant was on there. I would say it if whoever was on there. It was done to benefit the Lakers. Now, some people will say, I'm a clown, but you watching me. Thanks for the dough. I'm a clown, you watching me. Anyway, imagine that. Some people will say, but how do you know? How do you know? What would make you think that? Why would the league do something like that? Hold up a second. The Brooklyn Nets were going to hire Ime Udoka. The Brooklyn Nets were going to hire Ime Udoka. Then we got reports, not by me, not by Charles, but actual reports that league sources influenced the Brooklyn Nets to not sign Ime Udoka. So what is it the league's business if the Nets decide to hire Ime Udoka or not? What does that have to do with the league? Why would the league get involved? Why would it get involved? Why would the league get involved if it has nothing to do with the Lakers? I mean, with the Nets. They got involved. And in this particular predicament, this only benefits the Lakers. Only. It only benefits the Lakers. And the question is, why would a team competing for a playing spot do something to jeopardize their chances at winning a playing game? Why would they do that? Especially when the same act was conducted by another NBA player on the same night and he never got suspended. Why would they do that? Why would they do that? So I'm going to tell you what I think. I see the Laker fans. I see the LeBron fans in the comment section. I see you guys typing whatever you want to type. I'm going to keep it gully with you guys. I'm going to keep it 100 with you dudes. We spent 4 years building this platform. 4 long years of a lot of hard work. If you think I'm going to let 1, 2, 3, 30, 40 of you jokers discourage me from speaking my own mind on my own platform because it makes you feel a type of way, you about to get this work. You about to get this work. I'm sorry. I don't care what you think. You about to get this work. You can go build your own platform where you sit up there and twerk it up all day long, throwing ones. You dudes can be backing it up like Juvenile and Wheezy. Ain't nobody gonna stop you. But on this right here, I'm gonna say what I think. What I think is this. I think this was a move to benefit the Lakers. Period. End of story. That's what I think. Historically, there have been cases like this, even when my man Kobe Bryant was alive. Even when my man Kobe Bryant was alive, there's still some type of funny blood between Chris Webber and that Sacramento Kings with them Lakers, even when it benefited my guy, Kobe Bryant. Some of them were like, yo, hold up. The refs got something to do with this series. That's when my man Kobe was playing. So if I'm going to say it, when Kobe Bryant was playing, what makes you think I'm not going to say it when your favorite player is playing? What makes you think that? Loaded Lux voice, you about to get this work. Yes, shout out to Loaded Lux. I got it from him. So to me, listen. I think this was a move to benefit the Lakers. I think it was a move to benefit the Lakers. I think it was. Because only the Lakers benefit from this. Only the Lakers benefit from this. And I think that it's a bad look when these type of things keep happening, because it creates more of this kind of narrative between some NBA fans. Like, yo, the league is trying to push for the fans already feel a type of way that the only NBA team they really discuss on a daily basis is the Lakers, and they sprinkle in a few other teams. Then when these type of things happen, fans are going to feel a type of way. So to me, I don't understand. This dude said I'm irate. Why would I be irate? My team is the 5th seed. We're thinking of trying to find ways to beat the Phoenix Suns. Why would I be irate? My thing is, wouldn't you be ashamed that you get in every single break? Wouldn't you be ashamed? So to me, man, I just wanted to get my thoughts off on that. I thought that was a pretty wild story. Why would the Timberwolves, yeah, they stink, but they're the 5th seed. Why would the Timberwolves, they stink, but they got a better record, whatever. Why would the Timberwolves, they stink, but they be beating you like a drum? I don't understand. How do they stink? So if they stink, what are you? I'm trying to understand. But anyway, to me, I think this was a move to benefit the Lakers. I think it was. But eventually, the Lakers are going to have to play a good team. They're going to have to play a good team. They're going to have to play a good team. One way or the other. There's no running from it. There's no running from it. And what I hope that somehow the Lakers make it out of round 1. I hope the Lakers make it out of round 2. I hope the Clippers make it out of round 1. I hope the Clippers make it out of round 2. And I hope they make it to the Western Conference Finals. And I hope the Lakers get swept by the Clippers. That's what I hope. Because if the Lakers were to face the Clippers at any point in these playoffs, they're getting swept. They are getting swept up out of there. They will be gotten swept. They will be gotten swept. That's what I hope for. I hope they meet them and they beat the hell out of those boys. That's my thoughts. I'm going to catch you on the next one. Have a good one.